Good morning, Pisces. I am getting ready for today. Well, obviously not. I am getting motivated for today. I'm trying to see what kind of mood I'm in. And while I'm getting motivated to tackle today, I want to see the energy coming in around you. Guys, this reading is going to be for you and you only. My plan is to not bring anyone external into this reading. If you need anything, check out that comment section. I always have everything down there pinned easily for you. My website, if you ever want to become a Patreon or channel member, you can find that down below. They always see these first. I might have readings on sale if you want to check them out, and I also have an eBay and an Etsy shop. My eBay shop will have like clothes and things like that on it, books. I think my oracle cards are on there if you want to purchase those. All right, let's see. So this reading is going to be more on the chill side, I guess. I'm still trying to wake up. I'm still drinking coffee. Again, I'm trying to catch my motivation. We'll see if she's going to show up today or not, okay? All right, let's see. She is scheduled to be here though, so let's see. What's going on for you? 14. Somebody could have a 14-year-old, or something could be shifting within the next 14 hours, 14 days to 14 weeks. I'm getting 14 days. Okay. I see a lot of forgiveness coming into your life, and I'm saying that you forgiving yourself and others is bringing in a sense of empowerment. So, you know, sometimes in life, we could act like, well, there's nothing to forgive. I don't care. I don't have any emotion. But then we allow those emotions, those thoughts to maybe come in when, I don't know, let's say you're watching a movie and you get triggered. Let's say you're taking a bath or you're taking a shower and you get triggered. I'm seeing some sense of emotion that comes in that leads to a season of forgiveness. Forgiving others, forgiving yourself. This could mean something as simple as, I knew better, yet I did it anyways. This person showed me they didn't love me, yet I believe that they did. This job showed me that they had no interest in giving me what I needed, but I stayed there for 2 more years, and now I'm in a financial bind because I knew I couldn't afford to keep working there. Forgiving yourself and others, what's it gonna do? It's gonna bring in a season of empowerment, okay? I do feel like your life's about to start picking up speed, okay? I feel like your life's about to start picking up speed. Okay, the card that fell on the floor, I'm not going down there to get it, is clarity. So you're seeing a lot of things clearer. If these are people, it's an energy of, I don't want to change you. I'm going to accept you for who you are. I see you clear as day. I felt like you were a liar because you always lied to me. Maybe that's part of your character. Maybe you're okay with being a liar. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of clarity is coming in. Okay. So when it comes to areas of your life picking up speed, what does that look like? Because I see you being very empowered. I see you getting connected to your true, authentic self. There could even be a reconnection to a path that was once lost, forgotten about, or could have felt, I want to say, out of your league, out of your grasp. So where you once felt like you couldn't, this empowerment is going to have you coming in and going, maybe I can. I thought I couldn't buy a house in this economy, even though we are a 2-income household, but I'm feeling more empowered than I ever have. I'm not going to let this economy stop me from getting what I want. Some of you, this could be love. I'm hearing the song, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. So some of you could be realizing that maybe what you've been going after or what you've been inviting into your life is not what you actually want or what you need. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Okay. Yeah, in that song it says, but I think you're moving too fast. Your life's about to pick up speed, and when I tell you things are about to start moving really quickly, you're probably going to get overwhelmed. Some of you, you're about to either watch a football game here coming up, or you're going to attend a football game here coming up. Be careful of getting really overwhelmed. Even when life is going good, I see some of you getting really overwhelmed. It's like here coming up, there are going to be glimmers and moments where you've prayed for those moments and they're here, but I also see you being overwhelmed. So let's give an example. An example would be, let's say for a long time you always wanted to travel. You're traveling. Let's say you were gone for a week, and let's say you decide to go to 2 different places. In that week, there are going to be moments when you realize, okay, I prayed for this. I remember wanting to be able to travel like this. However, there could also be a moment when you realize, okay, I'm overwhelmed. Maybe I don't do well with change. Maybe in new environments, I get really overwhelmed and I shut down instead of thriving. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. And I see you getting very overwhelmed, but I see Spirit telling you, remember that this is a moment. This is not a lifetime, okay? This is a moment. So in that moment, you might be overwhelmed. But you need to remember in that moment that being overwhelmed isn't going to help anything. That you have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the ability to handle what is at your fingertips. And if you can't handle it, you're going to learn in that moment how to handle it. So I do think some of you, again, that's that empowered energy. I've never done this before, but I am perfectly capable and I am strong enough. Some of you, this could be starting a business. Some of you are about to start a business and this is your first business. And you're overwhelmed. You're scared. You're anxious. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Starting a business is a big deal. People be out here acting like it isn't. It is. There's a lot of responsibility when you have a business. There are taxes. There are fees. There are people that you have to pay. And if you don't make sure you're covering all your bases, baby, in the U.S., you can go to jail for that. Okay? You can go to jail for that. So I do see an energy of, I'm not going to let something stop me because what I do not know seems overwhelming. Again, that sense of empowerment. And I think you being up for the challenge is going to bring a lot of changes into your life where you're going to feel overwhelmed, but Spirit's telling you to take a moment and realize that these are the moments that you've prayed for. Okay, give me a little bit more for this stuff picking up speed. Look. The Tower. The Tower is things happening unexpectedly. So a tower could be something as simple as, let's give another example. This is your friendly reminder that if you don't like my examples, you don't have to be on this channel, okay? I'm just going to be quite blunt with you. I'm going to give examples because some people like them and some people need them. An example would be with the tower energy. Let's say that you've been looking at cars, you've been looking at homes. You weren't ready to take that leap. Maybe you needed to go through a season of forgiveness. You needed to forgive yourself for, I don't know, maybe not putting yourself in a really good financial situation. Maybe some of you were supposed to be saving money, but you I don't know, let's say you slacked and you didn't save enough. There's something here where, again, it's like forgive yourself for what hasn't worked out up to this point. Forgive yourself where you've added to your own misery, to your own reality. So again, this could be something as simple as, I want my finances to be better, but I'm not spending like I want my finances to be better. So then you need to forgive yourself, because not only are you setting yourself up for failure, but you sabotaging your own self because you say one thing and you do another. Boom. That's a shocking truth. But not only that, I feel like there could be a moment here coming up after you forgive yourself and you're like, you know what, I'm human. It's okay. Did I make a bad choice? Absolutely. Should I have done that? No. Some of you could be filing bankruptcy. I don't know why, but I'm getting something strong financially, like a financial shift. It's an energy of there will be a downgrade before there is an up-leveling. And what I'm seeing is an energy of you coming to terms with where you're at and where you have played a role in that, okay? But I also see that sense of responsibility and taking accountability is going to bring in a change because you're going to feel empowered. I am not a victim. I am someone who's living and I'm learning. Giving yourself that sense of empowerment is then going to set you up for a change. So this could be something as simple as, okay, you put yourself in a really bad financial bind. Maybe you bought a house you couldn't afford. Maybe you bought a car you couldn't afford, okay? You forgave yourself. You maybe had to give that car up. You maybe had to sell that home, or maybe it got taken from you, okay? But I'm seeing here coming up after that season of what I'm meant to have will be mine. I learned a really hard lesson. I'm going to forgive myself for, maybe not doing what I should have to keep the house, maybe not doing what I should have to keep my car. It got towed, bad choice. But I'm seeing something taking place that's going to be shocking, but it's going to be good for you. So this could be something as simple as you lose a car, you didn't pay for it, You couldn't pay for it. You didn't know what you could afford. You go through all of that. You live, you learn, and you're going to take that wisdom into the next chapter. But I'm seeing an opportunity coming in abruptly, an opportunity where it might be a newer car than the one you sent back. It's going to be in better shape, less miles, and the price could be cheaper, and you could be shocked. How is this working out for me? Okay, I went and filed bankruptcy. Everybody told me when I filed bankruptcy, my credit's going to be trash. I did it. My credit's better than it was before, and I had no issue getting a car. Boom. Okay. Realistically, I shouldn't have let that work for me, but it did. I learned my lesson. I'll never file bankruptcy again because I learned my lesson. However, wow, I feel really empowered. I thought I was going to have to be taking the bus. I don't have to take the bus. That's what I'm saying. Things changing like this. As soon as you think you know, okay, I'm going to give this car back. I'm going to have to take the train for the next 6 months. I made bad choices, but it's okay. I need to pay for those bad choices. I'm going to have to just be miserable. Boom, a change comes in. No, you don't. You don't have to be miserable because you learned the lesson. It wasn't about you doing what was right. It was about you making a bad choice or doing something that you now go, probably shouldn't have done that. That's okay though. You live, you learn. So Spirit is going to bless you because you're doing the hard. You're doing the hard work. You're bringing the changes. Even if it means a foundation crumbling. Even if it means being honest with yourself and saying, no, you know you have no business getting a car you can't afford. So that means for the next 6 months, you got to take the train. Why? Because you can't afford anything else. Boom. That's a change. That's a change where at one time you wouldn't be willing to make it. But now that you're willing to do that, Spirit is going to reward you. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a sense of disappointment, but then it's going to lead to something more. All right, give me a little bit more about your life speeding up. Sorry, I got distracted by an ad. Your life speeding up. What's going to be happening? Okay. You're going to be getting offers here coming up, and you're going to have to decide what to accept and what to walk away from. I see you getting to a place of peace. So down below, you could say, Danielle, I already have peace. In the next 6 months, you're going to have more peace. So whatever you're stressed about right now or whatever's heavy on your heart, that is going to be resolved or shifted within the next few months. Now, I'm seeing in areas of life, the parts of your life that's about to speed up is you're about to get in multiple offers. So let's say you've been trying to sell your home. You're going to get multiple offers in on that home, and you're going to have to decide who to accept and who to walk away from. Let's say that you've been trying to get to a place of peace around something, maybe around your health, or maybe around a contract. Maybe you've been trying to get steady grounds in your business, or maybe you've started a new job and you're trying to get comfortable there. I see that that will also be picking up speed. So what do I mean by that? Where it used to take you maybe 6 months to feel like you fit in and you know the ropes of the company, 6 weeks max, babe, 6 weeks max. Actually about 6 days. You might know everybody in that company by 6 days and be like, you know what? I know exactly what I'm doing. I see that also catching up, picking up speed. I'm saying something here about burdens and stress. So that will also be eliminated. If there's been anything that's been heavy on you, so let's say that you are at a place in your life where you are having to carry a lot of things and you feel like you don't have help. Help is on the way. So let's say that you have kids and you take them to school and it's really hard for you to take them to school and pick them up. There's a burdensome energy there, not because you don't want to do it, but because when it comes to scheduling, sometimes it's a little complicated. Maybe you get held up in meetings, maybe you get held up in traffic, and that really stresses you out. It stresses you out because you don't want your kids to think you forgot them, but it also stresses you out because you got other responsibilities and it's like too much for one person. I'm saying here in the near future, you're going to be offered help, and Spirit is telling you to accept that help, that's also going to help you get to a place of peace. Now, this could be financial help. This could be someone saying that you're struggling. Maybe you're having car trouble or something like that, and this could be someone offering to help you. They might loan you the money. They might pay for the bill because someone wants to help you get that burden and that stress off of you. I see that you feel weighed down. I see that you're carrying more than what you should be carrying, and I want to help you. So I'm seeing that as well, okay? Give me a little bit more for the areas of your life that's about to pick up speed. Yeah. Okay. So another thing that's going to be taking place is a lot of get-togethers. So here coming up, you're going to notice that you're spending a lot of time with the people that you feel celebrate you. So if there are friends, family members, and maybe even a lover where you feel like there is maybe jealousy, envy, maybe you tell them this is what happened today. Instead of them celebrating you, they act like they don't hear you. Those are going to be gone. The parts of your life that's about to pick up speed is the fun, is the exciting, is the celebration. So you're going to be getting invited to a lot more parties and get-togethers. You're going to be bonding to the people that you call friends and family members closer. There's going to be a lot more laughter. So, your schedule here coming up could end up getting very booked because you're going to be spending time with people that you love. There's even potential of a reunion if it's something that you want. Now, I am saying that if this is a reunion, it is someone who is going to offer you, it's someone who's going to come back and want to get together because they feel burdened around the fact that this relationship is no longer. So some of you, there is potential of a reunion taking place, mainly because the separation burdens them more than it does you, okay? So I see a lot of happiness. I see a lot of celebration. I see a lot of excitement. Okay, another part of your life that's going to be picking up speed is your stability. So this could be paying off bills, paying off debt. This could be buying things that you're going to have for a long time. You could be investing. Some of you could be opening investment accounts or savings accounts or more than one savings account. Some of you could be looking in areas of how to get more money or how to get more stability. I definitely see you thinking long term. So it's an energy of, okay, if I'm going to go buy a shed, I need to buy a shed that is going to last, okay? This shed isn't just going to be a year shed. I need this shed to be here for at least 5 to 10 years. Where can I put it? There's a lot of stability and structure coming from you, all right? I'm also seeing here coming up, your intuition might be stronger than what you're used to. It might feel a little abnormal. So you might notice here coming up, although there's going to be a lot of excitement and fun in your environment, you might have to match that with rest. Because I am seeing her third eye here. It's the only eye that's open. And what that tells me is that here coming up, your intuition is going to be very, very, very strong. And that your intuition might try to guide you when you don't see what the problem is. So let me give you an example. Have any of you ever met someone, and let's say you're with your friends and everybody loves the person, but you're like, there's something about this person. And everybody else is like, but they're so much fun. They're so cool. They paid our bill. And you're like, there's something about this person. I don't trust him. I don't trust her. And you can't put your finger on it, but it feels like you're about to be slapped in the face. It's like, oh, I can feel something and I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm seeing that here coming up for you. So that's going to be another thing that's about to pick up speed. So if you're coming up, let's say that you get somewhere and your body's telling you, don't get out at the shopping mall. You need to listen. Let's say that there's someone wanting to be your friend or an acquaintance that you bump into or something of that sort, and there's an opportunity to get a new friend or maybe even date someone that you meet out in the wild. Listen to your intuition. If your intuition has you hanging out with a new friend, whether it's a guy or a girl, and something about them goes, something's not right, listen to your intuition. You do not need to be proved right or wrong. Your intuition's telling you that for a reason. And I think some of you need to know that. Yeah, some of you, there is someone that's about to approach you. This could be a boss offering you a job. This could be someone wanting to be your friend. I'm also seeing someone like popping up at your house and trying to sell you something, like a solicitor. And your intuition telling you, don't trust this person. Don't answer the door. Don't even entertain this person. Your intuition's right. There is something from your past that's being triggered where you're like, okay, you don't know exactly why you're handling this situation the way that you are, but something's telling you don't open the door to that solicitor. Well, the reason why is because that solicitor, I'm not saying they're going to bust into your house. What I'm saying is they might be the kind of pushy solicitor where you tell them, listen, no means no, get off my property. And then all of a sudden it's a battle. It's a debate when no is a full sentence and I told you to get off my property. That's what I'm saying. And you might deep down with your intuition picking up speed, as soon as you see this person at your door, you might think, I could tell you to get the hell off my steps, or I could just not answer the door. don't answer the door. Whatever your first initial is, that's what you need to follow, okay? I'm seeing that as well. Now, I definitely see a lot of offers coming in. I see a lot of things changing in your life and your environment. I see a lot of things being brought to you that align with you and who you are to your core. Some of you could be deciding to move banks. You could be moving alone from one company to another, or you could be trying to move like churches, or I see some sort of facility. Like, I want to move facilities between this sheriff's department and this sheriff's department, this hospital and this hospital. I no longer want to go to this church. I want to go to this church, or I want to start doing church from home on the computer. I also see possibly a change around that, okay? It could also be you changing banks, you moving loans, like home loans, car loans. Some of you could be consolidating loans. I see you thinking about dealing with another, like, corporation. All right. I'm going to actually leave this here. Have a blessed day, guys.